By any chance, if you're watching this video from Middle America, South America, Africa, Middle East, especially Iran, Asia, I mean mostly Russia and China, maybe Southeast Asia, these islands, you maybe have to encounter with an evil regime, which is the most evil one here. You might have an evil regime too that might have the idea to cut off your internet. So what you're gonna do? To bypass your intranet, you have a few options. Um, I guess Chinese are the most, tech hits, the most, new ways and like protocols or like V2A and stuff. The Chinese must be the best one in this, but there might be a Chinese watching this too that needs my help. So next I think might be Russians, and after these two, there maybe there would be Iran. So you may live like a happy life until today, with having a free internet. Not free. I mean, you have access to the worldwide internet, but all of a sudden today, your government decided to cut off your internet because your people are trying to revolt. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna search a few stuff I'm gonna tell you. If you're trying to prepare for it, or unless you are already in this hell of a mess that your internet is cut off, so you're gonna need some kind of internet for this. Either it's Starlink, your or even a friend or a relative may have internet, so you're gonna use their internet to install these applications or find these instructions I'm gonna tell you. So in Iran, when we had our VPNs disconnected because we used like infinite, you know, used the VPNs that were infinite. They weren't like specific of traffic written on them, like 2 gigabytes of traffic, or 10 gigabytes or 50 gigabytes, or if there were, they were like so huge that they wouldn't end like in 1 or 2 days, or they were infinite. So when government cut all of them off, there were only low traffic VPNs that a lot of people, like over thousands of people, dozen of thousand people, peoples tried to connect to them. So like a 1 gigabyte of VPN would end in 10 seconds or maybe less. So it was impossible to be connected to the internet with those free VPNs, those free configs, more than a minute, yeah. And the free VPNs, the apps, they were disconnected too. You couldn't connect with them. The infinite traffic VPNs. So people turned to other ways. Something like SNI spoofing. You can search it on Google. I don't think these are the SNI spoof that I'm trying to mention. There was a YouTuber in Iran named Matin that he explained how to use SNI spoofing. You will need a Windows machine to hotspot, not literally hotspot, but you're sending the traffic through your Windows machine to your phone. And there are other videos on SNI spoofing too. So this is, I guess, the last one in a week ago. They used Siphon. So I didn't, make the video on SNI spoof. First of all, I didn't think it was secure. I don't know, maybe it is, but I don't think. The second reason was many people don't have Windows machines, so they could be stuck. So this might not be suitable for everyone. The next one is CDN fronting, which I don't believe the method is right here, but what it does is, some apps named Mahsa NG, you can search and install them, or the modded Siphon, that is Siphon Shiro Khorshid, or Siphon Pro, you can search them, or if you want to be simple for you, you can just install Mahsa NG. They have this option in their settings named CDN fronting, where you can enter the IPs that are whitelisted or they work to your app, and with those IPs alone you could connect to the internet. So it would use just the IPs and you would connect and you could just doom scroll on Instagram. But I haven't again made a video on this because it's not something really important, because it wasn't confusing. You just copied the IPs and entered them in the CDN fronting of your settings, and you just click on connect. It's not difficult. Yeah, and that's CDN fronting. You could use CDN fronting in your country too. It may work. And the next one, the best method is White DNS. You can search it on Google. You can find the GitHub for it, and you can find the Telegram channel too, which I'm gonna explain here now. As being secure, I don't think this would be more secure than SNI spoofing, because you're using DNS and it's not a VPN. VPN is much more secure, but it was the best suitable method because White DNS supports Linux, Mac, Windows, Android, iOS, everything. I'm gonna have another section at the end for iOS because it needs another app. It's named CoreForge. You're gonna install TestFlight to be able to install it. But for now, the Mac OS, Linux, Android version of White DNS look the same. So I'm gonna explain first for those and then for the iOS version. So what you're gonna do is install White DNS desktop. You may have a problem installing on Mac because you need to enter a command on your terminal, which is this. I'm gonna copy and paste it in my description in the video, so you might need to use it. Once you have downloaded the app, you have to move it to your applications folder, so you could just have it in your apps like here. So I have opened my White DNS desktop app. It's the beta version latest update. What you're gonna do is go to your connections. So on here we can add a new connection. We can click on new, and on here we can just copy any of these domains and paste them here, and we can copy the encryption key and just paste it here, and we can click on save, which it would update on here. So we can just select it on dashboard and click on connect. We're gonna have some resolvers here. It's around 5,000 resolvers, like the same IPs you could use for CDN fronting. You could use them here too. These 5,000 resolvers are default. They're just there in your app. But if you needed them, I'm gonna upload them to my Telegram channel named Resolvers. I promised the users on the last video to do this, but I forgot, but I'm gonna do this. You can search Resolvers on my Telegram channel, which is @techbot. So you're gonna have this on your White DNS app. There's also a V2Ray dashboard have been added, but there's like a dozen of already good V2Ray apps like HAP, Streisand, V2Box, or NPV Tunnel for this. But it's nice to have this. There's also another way to import your domains, which is named Storm DNS. So if you search Storm DNS, you're gonna find like some you know v- it's like v2ray, like vless column, slash slash. It's something like that, but at the first it's written Storm DNS. It's the same thing as adding with your domain and key, but you're just gonna add this text and it would do the other stuff, like it would figure itself out. So you click on import, and as you can see, you can import both master DNS and Storm DNS. So I'm gonna paste, and I think it's gonna import type, and click on import, and it's gonna be pop up here. So it's gonna be easy as a pie, and you just select your connection and click on connect. It would take some time, like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes to connect, and it might get disconnected time to time. So you have to be careful for that too. You need to click on connect again, and it's really slow, but it does the job. It opens your Telegram, so that's what we need, because on Telegram we can get the new v2ray configs to at least for 2 minutes or 3 minutes get connected to the internet, so we could do our thing, whatever we need. Yeah, I hope I have helped you. Maybe we need to go through to the next part of the explanation, which is CoreForge. I'm gonna start screen recording on my phone. So as we go, yep, we're in. So we have to install CoreForge. How we install CoreForge? On our Mac, we can open here and just search CoreForge. I'm gonna add this link to your to the description so you could use it. You first need to install TestFlight, which is this app. You can find the link in the description, or you could just search it on App Store and install TestFlight. Once you have installed it, you have to click on this link, which will open the TestFlight app for you. And just like App Store, you need to install the app, which is CoreForge. Then after installing, you're gonna have it on your phone. You can open it. You're gonna see something like this. In the servers section, you're gonna see profiles that you can add a new profile with. Like if you want to add Storm DNS, you click on this section. If you want to add by domain, you copy and paste the domain here and paste the encryption key here. Please make sure to see if the method of the encryption is correct. Sometimes it's other stuff, so you need to be sure that it's the right one. And you click on save. You're gonna have your connection here. You just click on use, and then you can click on tap to connect, and it will connect to that server. It will take some time, like a minute or two or more, just like on your desktop. You also have a resolver profile. You can add a new resolver profile by pasting or giving a file, or you could just use the default one, which is my recommendation. Also, we have a advanced option settings where we can have SUX5, which SUX5 only works on apps like Telegram. It will boost your connection a little more, because it only works on an app like Telegram, and also on full VPN, which routes all of your device. You can choose an app to only work on that. So I have selected Telegram here and clicked on done and clicked on apply advanced options. So it would only work and send traffic through the Telegram app, and it a little bit boosts my internet connection, just like using SUX5. I was thinking that I need to tell this one too, so you could use it. I hope I have been helpful. See you in the next one. Bye bye.